Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Wednesday night. It's Word of Mouth. We're here. We're going to play some tea tonight. We started the new Word of Mouth tournament. I'm about to hit the button to lock everything in with the tournament set up. So if there were any issues that you guys saw while looking through it, I'll put the link in the chat here just to make sure. I don't think I see any yet. But actually, I need Jill to come down here and grab this computer, actually, because she needs to parse through one more time. So let me tell her. Actually, I'll just do it after the stream. It's not a big deal. We're really close, though. So look around. Keep yourselves open tonight. I'm going to start sending invites for everything shortly. But, guys, it's 4 weeks. I can take this damn thing off now. So we're going to try our first game without the neck brace on. Got the White Sox on the right. We're beating up on Seattle a little bit. Well done. Very proud of us. Dallas Geico looks good, which is weird. This is the last time he's pitched well. God, I can't remember. It doesn't seem like he even did it once last year. We're gonna try the event to start. Let's see if it makes some of these issues that I've been having. I like not being able to get the ball to the right. Things I just little stupid things that I got to work on. We're trying to make the first shot legendary, but it's not going to be. At least we got shotties on the first shot with no brace. That's good. Who tells your story? I gotta say, it feels awkward too, and I definitely have pulled some serious muscles with this thing on without this thing on. Holy shit! Do I have some? My neck feels like it's fucking Jello. on you. But let's see how they go. So we'll play one or two of these, and then I'm gonna sit and dig into invites. You guys pick which ones look good to you. I threw that way too far out. Yeah. It feels kind of good. Left, right. Look at this, guys. We got full range of motion here. It's not bad. And I really don't think one of the things people keep telling me is that you're going to notice a less range of motion. But since mine was so bad to begin with, like she said, it's not going to be any different. Like I won't feel any loss. But it's exciting. I'll tell you this much, man. You guys don't know. Just the not driving part for the last month. Having to sit in the car with the wife was like, ugh. And she's not a bad driver, but it's still not me driving. Most of the people that have been in the car with Jill that are friends with us in the community are in the car with Jill because we were too drunk to drive ourselves, and she's picking us up. So we all think she's a phenomenal driver. Well, we got a full shot there. This is good. Yeah, thanks, Greg. It feels nice. We know we're gonna get an X-ray done on the 28th, and they're gonna be like, oh, it's all fucked up still, so we're gonna have to do this again, and I will lose my shit. And I think that was really it, the freedom part of it. I'm just hoping a lot of the little things that I was doing wrong was all because of the neck. And obviously it's not going to be right. It's not going to be right for a while. I envision myself not being able to play for more than an hour or so. It's already pretty dang painful, but not a bad pain, you know, not like a pain like you broke something. It's like a pain like I've got pulled muscles every which way in my upper back, and it just hurts like hell like that, or like you slept really bad. I'm still absolutely flabbergasted that the best I've felt since the surgery was right after the surgery. Now, I guess I'm not, because a lot of it was the painkillers and steroids that they had pumping in me, and the anesthesia as well. But, man, we'll see. We'll see. Every person I know that has had the same surgery done is like, dude, it's immensely better. I definitely feel like I got more power right away. Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to do Orlando in a week or so. I can already tell you that right now. Now, this is an interesting one. I'm curious as you guys, when you come up to this hole, are you low teeing it? Now, when we're at the front of the box, nothing gets over it. But if you're at the back of the box and it's like, let's say 210, you can get over the right part of the tree. And if you're all the way back of that box, you can get over the whole thing with a high 9. I'm not even sure about the high 8. I doubt it. It's really close with the 9. But for the most part on this, I'm not doing anything but playing the 8.5 driver. And it's like a half swing. I mean, that speed's beautiful getting through there. Ah, Bryce, how you doing, my man? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bryce, are you going to come to St. Louis too, man? Oh, good, good, good. I can't wait to. But, and like I said, we're going to get matches going out here pretty quickly here. All right, so a lot of ways to play this hole. What you'll find is directly over this tree. I don't think a high T5 would ever get over it. I hit a high a high 6 yesterday on a shot that it looked like it would have cleared, but it was awfully close to maybe making a making one of those branches go invisible and hitting. So, look, I don't really see a way of going over the top here. I don't want to play a cut shot in. I could cut like a high 3 wood, but I'm going to leave myself way left. So you guys have been watching. I've just been going with the driver. I'm going to move it as far right as I can because I want to be able to hit it outright some just to get that snap to come back in and hit the hill. So let's see what we're going to get. And what else you'll find here is typically if you're hitting a medium tee 9.5, for it to skip the water, you need an outwind. But if you look, and it is just barely so, this water is higher up than the tee, so it's actually coming in with almost an 8.5 trajectory when it hits the water. So it'll still skip whether you low tee it or high tee. I mean, no high tee, sorry. If you low tee it or medium tee it, and it's into pretty much every wind as long as you have a full cut on it. So we'll go full, little right. Now, I hit it a little too hard. I like to hit the water first. But if you hit the hill on a fly, it can go and bounce way over. That was the flatter part, so I got a little lucky. And no, it didn't fix my putting, even though I felt like I made that. That's kind of bullshit. All right. No. It did like Amazon went with, instead of the station that I picked, it went with like show tunes. And that was not going to cut it tonight, I don't think. So as I said, though, we're going to make sure we're going to keep tonight a little bit shorter. I just want to ease back into this a bit. Although I want to feel better, I don't want to possibly overdo it and make this worse in the long run. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. I need a fucking haircut. You can't. You get it. I believe St. Louis is in June, Alex. And welcome aboard, my man. Now, have you been one of the people lurking? Have you been lurking? I know it's going to be your first little tournament thing, but St. Louis is June, I believe. We can look it up at PEGT. It's PEGTtour.com. And it gives the dates right when you go there. Okay, so the two 9.5 drivers, one says it's 310, one says it's not. If we pull up my handy-dandy little driver thing that I did, let's go. That's mile per hour and distance. We can't tell Bryce about that Excel, but we can pull up drivers. And what we're going to see, I'll share this out if you want to take a look at it, Neil. That. Now, what I see when I look at this chart is not the full accompaniment of why I will never play that 9.5 10. The 9.5, sorry, the 9.5 310. Okay, so if we look this here, we're looking at a height between the 9.5 10, the 9.5 310, and the 9.5 300. Heights are almost equivalent. We got a carry distance of 342, or sorry, 357 compared to 359. That's great, right? That's all great info. The problem is, and this is from a long time of experience, so that 9.5 310 driver is the bag. It came out with the bag that we called the Big Berthas. I don't know what it's called now, and that was the year Flair was also there. Well, out of everyone, I was like the only person that played the Big Berthas. Because everyone said that when you mishit the 9.5 310, which is not what we called it, but we all said that driver was different. And it's true. If you mishit the 180s on that one had a larger drop of distance, and it was harder to control to the drop of distance that you had. Now, have I done any testing since then, since I started getting a little more analytical? No. Because the 9.5 300 driver is absolutely, it's probably the best driver in the game. It really is. The 9.5 300, the original driver, it seems to be the best all-around driver. The problem with it is it's very similar to the 10.5, or too similar for me to have that one and the 10.5 as a standard. But with the 8.5, I can do a lot more things like water skips. I can stay under things that you wouldn't be able to even with a low 9.5. So that's why I go with the 9.5. I'm sorry, the 10.5 and the 8.5. But there are a lot of courses that the 8.5 sucks. Hey, how you doing, Senor? Herb, how you doing, buddy? All right, so this one we just got to get through the gap. And I did not. Oh, I did. I cut it enough. Good. I thought that did not feel like my best effort. Yeah, sure thing, Neil. But I mean, they look very comparable, and there's not a noticeable gain in distance, which is kind of weird. That it's only a 2-yard difference in height. I mean, a 2-yard difference in landing. So to me, that means why would I ever use that driver if I know the other one is really freaking good? Wow, that was a hell of a play. Well, you better take the weekend off, Alex. The doctor did tell me it was time to take off the brace. So it's weird, too, because I from the get-go, she said 4 weeks. And then I'm looking at my discharge paperwork, and she says not until seen again. Well, my appointment said August 20 is April 28th for them to do another x-ray to make sure everything's set. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is this? Well, I'm not going to wear the goddamn brace for another 6 weeks. And then I got a hold of her today, and she said, oh, no, I must have written it down wrong. And that made me feel really good. Don't fall off. Okay, good. We get a putt. And having a putt might not be my best thing, but let's see. Does that pass anybody up? Did we move up? Did we get to first? We did not. Everybody stuck it. Not good. That missed putt's going to kill me. Easy set. Missed a putt. Alex, you absolutely won't. I might be ready to tie one on, too. I think I might be ready. I've been living pretty clean lately, which is kind of good, but I think that clean living needs to end. Can't hear. Well, it's coming back a little bit already, but I was down to 125, and now I'm down to, I was down to 225, and I think I weighed today 234. It's still a lot lower than probably the last time. But, I mean, the brace thing, too, it looks like I have a more defined neckline, doesn't it? Before, it felt like, it looks like it helped because, it's getting rid of the turkey neck. All right, let's low tee this bite. Just want to see if I can get it to snap enough. That would have been a tough ace, man. 4-wood low, 4-iron low, backspin might have helped there. Man, that would have been a tough one to get. This one should not be a tough one to get. So is that wind going to fight the 3? I think it's going to fight it a little too much, so we're going to just move it a little bit right. We're going to thumb this with backspin, and hopefully it snaps right in. Too hot. Too hot. Alex, but I'm telling you, man, if watching streams like this is helpful, wait till you get to play with us live, man. It's a totally different animal. I mean, there's so many things like that you could pick up from the stream, but until you get there and start actually seeing people apply it live and in person, it's game changer. And also, I don't think I know anybody that's gone to only one tournament. All right, we're going to try to repair this because these things are not giving me sound out of one of my ears. No, I don't want Bixby. Shit, Bixby, turn off. All right, let's try this. Yeah, but you're still going. You're not done. Like, I don't know anybody that quit at just one. You're going to the next one, right? There we go. That's better. Hey, Jason, how you doing, bud? Para. Yeah, it better make sense. I mean, even the Captain Chaoses of the world have gone to multiples. If you don't know that name, consider yourself lucky. That's all there is to it. Was just a girl. All right, somebody's one better ahead of me. Let's catch them. Let's run them down. Life goes on. I'm not going to catch them with crappy shots like that. The stormy night. Oh, Q, man. Well, today's the first day. This is the first time I've hit a trackball without a brace on in over a month. Or about a month, actually. It's still a bit off. I will say my player count has shown that I've been a bit off. But it went up a little bit while I was expecting to make nothing while I was laid up. All right, so this is another one too. We got this bush in our way. I can't really go right at this hole. Thanks, Joey. That was I mean that was as close as I could have put it to the edge. I put backspin on that because I want a quicker burst of height. Because the biggest thing that I ever do wrong in that hole is if I leave it a little bit softer than 60 miles per hour with that punch shot, it will hit that edge right of the bridge and just bounce back. That'll be the biggest fail that I'll have most of the time. It rarely, if ever, do I see myself hitting high up on that, even though I don't low tee it. That's fine. I'm happy with that. All right, how you been? God damn it, this thing's fucked up. I know what the problem is, though. I just don't have a tool down here to do anything about it. Let's try it again. We're not better yet. We're not out of the woods yet, but we'll get there. Pins up front. Now, if we look at this, if I play the skip shot here, that is the really flatter part at the lower half of that hill. So if I don't hit this the right speed, or if I hit it just a little too hard and don't hit the water, or just barely hit the water, it's going to hit and come straight backwards. So this one, I think I'm going to go around and over. I'm going to play the club high teeth that's right at the hole, because I got to cut this a bit, and I don't want to be short. I probably could have hit a 4 there, but we got a straight uphill putt, it looks like, right? Perfect. Ooh. Let's get this up here. Oh, this is the worst setup for me. I'm going to hit the 4 hard. Jason, I'd expect nothing less of you. I've had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high I kissed a clown. Oh, 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 oh. Ugh. All right, this is a bad look. How do we want to do this? We can't go over it. We got to go around it. So let's just high tee A1 this. We're probably going to have a chip, but I'll take this chip all day. Ooh, day of my life. Well, it's the right answer. So if you're looking for right answers, you've come to the right place. And now I got a 2-stroke lead going here. I'm just putting them up there. I'm not going to get kooky with this. Ooh. It's so weird. It's like I do have a big ass melon too. So it's like right now, my neck's got to do a lot more work than it's supposed to. See, I don't like the shot going through the trees. Cutting it back right to... no, I'm going to go this way through the trees. I'm happy with this. As happy as I could be. Ah. I've hit that same shot short like every time with the brace on. This isn't bad. I'm feeling pretty good, but definitely have some pain going. So bright the stars out till midnight. All right, we went clean there. That felt good. Felt good. We're on it. We're right on the cusp of greatness. We're right there. Ooh. Let's play one more of these, and then we'll go through. I got a bunch of stuff going. I think I got a bunch of invites to play. I've already got a bad beat. The first game that finished is a bad beat game. Wayne Kittle's lost by points, so I got a game against him. I also, it's like every match at the end of the other tournament has been bad beats. But so far, guys, let's go. We have Stephen Kramer, Puff, got 4th place. The third second place match, Ken Callis versus George. They played once earlier in the tournament where George won, not giving any strokes. But this time through this change of the tournament, he's got to give Kenny 1. So then the winner of that will have to beat Andy Haas twice. George will be playing even with him, and Kenny, depending on how he shoots this next round, he's going to be even or getting 1. And they're going to have to beat Haas twice. I'm pretty much putting Haas in the winner's side now as a win, but stranger things have happened. Over and circling. Good shit. Way to get out of it. All right, we're gonna murder thumb this for me hard. And then I changed my mind while I was hitting it. Yeah. I should have backed it up. I was thinking of low-teeing murder thumbs. So if we go by that chart that I was looking at before, so as you higher lofted club, your distance to get to the number on that goes way down. So the miles per hour needed to get this to 61 is only like 80 something, I think. And this would be a good, but it goes down the higher lofted club that you have. Thanks, Rick. I mean, that landed 61 at 82. So, I mean, that's a pretty good answer for your sandwich. 82 gets you to the number on the baller. To tell you I'm not trying to change your mind. It's all right. All right, a little off topic here. So if we're all about my age group, you couldn't advertise gambling at all before, right? Is anyone else absolutely disgusted watching like all these sports now? They at the bottom they have a ticker with the line and updated lines going. Like any kids now that get into sports are going to know how to gamble right away. And is that a good thing? I don't think that's a good thing. It's kind of irking me every time I see it. I mean, like Points Bets does all the White Sox post-game shows and shit, and it's just, I don't like it. Anybody else noticing anything like that at all? Like, is it me or is it just Chicago sports that are doing it? you even got like Drew Brees, Golden Boy. I'm playing my 3-driver bag, so there's nothing in between. I don't need a 4-iron ever, and that's what happens on my 3-driver bag. So this has been fine. Yeah, the driver isn't really... I don't even think the driver is even really that important most of the time. I like to have all 3 for the... Is it Auburn hole? No, what? Yeah, Auburn hole. That I'm skipping the water sometimes. Because there is a setup, if you've got a big, strong wind in your face, that the 9.5 driver won't skip the water, but the 8.5 always will. Let's look here through. I don't think it, other than that hole, I don't think you really even need. I honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I need anything but the 8.5. Yeah, but Rick, this is now focused, like focused ads based off of like real-time betting. I mean, in case we haven't noticed, we have every city that puts casinos in, that city, their lower income people, their quality of life goes way down because now they're gambling more. Oh, we don't need a low T, so we're gonna go 8.5 bite. I didn't pull it back enough, but I got lucky there, so that's good. That didn't get through all the way. Wow. Okay. So we're 27 from the... this should be good. Wow. All right, we're going... This is a goofy shot. What I'm playing the baby cut and throwing it way out. I don't care if I'm on the green here, but it's tough. That's what I'm going for. I'm scared. I want to chush this. No, we'll just do that. Yeah, that eagle there, getting that eagle on a setup like that is kind of big. Pins in the back. Can we high tee and go over the edge? It's close. Nope, we're doing it. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah, absolutely. Detroit is actually one of the things. They were going to do it in Cedar Rapids, and they actually stopped it at the end. Like, the council voted against it. And now I'm pretty close. I'm not far away, and there was no risk to that. And this has been a problem of mine since the next stuff. Is I'm not getting my putts to the right ever. Yeah, exactly. But if you notice the communities that you have in St. Louis, right? In East St. Louis right there, it's a horribly bad place. No! That's not good. That's wet. What did I do? I was too busy watching the White Sox, and that was a terrible shot. All right, we're back in it. We're 2 off now. I'm playing bad. That's not good. We got a great look here, though. The high 6 is going to be money. But yeah, Detroit was... I mean, I figured that they have the most car manufacturers in Detroit because you guys are all wanting to get the hell out. So you need to build cars to leave. That's in the lava. That's fucking terrible. Yeah, bad. Well, Brittany, that goes back a long ways, and there were old school players that complained about it and got it taken off. Yeah, we're done with this game. Whew. It's nice. I do have the feeling in both hands, though. That's good. No, we'll take a look at invites. I don't know where I'm at with these. I haven't played them in a bit. So I know I've let a few expire. Hey, Chris. Let's see what we got. Got to look to make sure something's not about to expire first. 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 1 day, 14 hours, 10 hours. All right, we're playing this one. We're playing Pine. Let's get it. We're not going for it. Nope. Better chance of holing this out. That was going to take a poke, and I wasn't getting it there. Oh, Rick, oh my God. We've had 2 nights in East St. Louis that are unforgettable. We went there after I won the St. Louis tournament. That was hilarious. So I'm waiting. I got to get the results from Group B. The Group B is the only one I'm waiting on. I believe John did get one of them. Let me pull up the numbers right here. So he's going to play in one more. I can't make a fucking... Let us find that. 0-2 players. Yeah, I need group... Now I have Group A, Group B, Group D. I need... Oh, John's in Group C. No, John's in Group D, and John did not get one of the spots, actually. So it was Kevin Hansen and Aiden Cleary. So the 0-2 match is still handicapped, right? So if we went, we had Kevin Hansen beat his handicap by 5.09, and Aiden beat his by 3.265. John shot a 22, and he was 20.655 adjusted. So John actually would be, it's Kevin Hansen and Aiden Cleary out of that group. If that makes sense. I think he would have gotten 4th or 5th. I have to find the B group, though, because I can't get... Nobody from the B group will respond to me. No, I'm sorry. A group, B group, D group. It's C group, I mean. I need to see somebody from C group. That's Cole, Dwayne, Derek, Tim, Corey, Twig, Scott, or Joel. And you know what? I'll message Twig. He would respond, I think. Or is it? Ah, well, Dwayne can answer too. Why? I know I just talked to Twig on here and I don't see him. Is it Group B? Group C? Group C. What the fuck? Richard, are you on my... Richard, are you here? Weird. I swear to God, my thing just went... Yeah, you'll have a good time, man. Well, I mean, you're playing GoldenTeeV by yourself. It's not really that much more fun. But it's interesting. The handicaps make it a lot different. And I'm trying to get a better way to do handicaps. It's really not... None of this stuff is really changing much, though, which kind of sucks. But we'll see what this one does. I do like the different handicaps for different courses. Oh, Alex, it's lawless. Put it that way. All right, we're way back now on this, so I go with the 4. Full. Get it around. Now I'm in the fairway, and I got a little cut shot, but I have a shot at this at least. God, that's ugly. This is an ugly look. To be honest with you, this is a really ugly look. Yeah, well, it really does. It makes a lot of sense. Dude, it is a lot of work to come up with it for each course. I mean, a slope rating would be... But the variability of pars, it changes everything. But honestly, one of the biggest things with the handicap stuff is that I think, and I might be the only one with this opinion. I would rather play Baja than I'd rather play Once even. Because with course par being 25 or 26 on a course, I just don't have enough strokes that I can make up during that time when it's that big of a difference. And really the numbers dictated truly with that. But now we have two different basic setups with it almost. I mean, because Once can get up to par of 29, or it can drop to a par of 25. And a 25 par would be extremely rare, but... Seven devils in my heart. Yeah, sorry, Bertie. John didn't realize about the... He forgot about the handicaps on that. There's no way I could have done it with a shrunken handicap and done it as a handicap game, because it wouldn't have. It just doesn't work because they don't show you the real scores that people shot when you play a handicap game. It's why if anybody's ever sending me a glory game, just never send it as a glory game based with handicaps on it, because then you'll never know what the score is, because your handicap could have changed from the end of that round. So you don't know, or your opponent will never know. You can always click on it, but I can't click on a game. Hey, Kev, how you doing, bud? No, the reason I thought Richard was here, though, it does, doesn't it? It kind of looks tiny, right? I feel like my head's sticking way forward, too. Now I need to go get a haircut and get all cleaned back up, start working. I really just need to come up with a way to be independently wealthy and just do this all day. All right, so 364 pins in the back. So that's only like 345 to get to the front of the screen. I still think I need the 8. I need the 9.5. And we're gonna use it. This could easily go wet long though. And that is why I carry the 9.5 and the 10.5 on this course. No 8.5. So we got that one. Let's go. Here we go. Wow. So at Worlds, I almost had a really bad break on this hole. I was on pace. I needed to shoot like a... I was in the cut line if I shot decent here because I needed to come back quite a bit. And I got to this hole, and I think I was clean or one better. Dude, I dunked it, and it spit it out, and fucking almost went wet. That would have cost me hard. But it didn't. And then I made the chip on 18, which got me, I mean, it jumped me from, like, being near the bottom of the qualifiers to being in the middle. Now I just got to relearn all the speeds and things that I was hitting. As much as they're close, I'm not nearly as precise anymore. All right, we need a hole out. So remember, if you go to this spot and your 10.5 is over the edge, you can hit a high tee something or other going around it. I'm just going to use a forward today because they were awfully close up. And I just need to get around. So now I got a clear line from 180. Fine. Coming out of my cage and I would do it just fine. Gotta be down, I want it all. Well, dude, I haven't had a painkiller other than marijuana in a week and a half. So I'm good. I'm good in all respects now. I wish, and that's we were talking about that on Monday, that VA doesn't do more than... Thank you. We're not quite there yet, Robert. We're getting there, but it's a little bit of a road. It ends up not being too bad. 2 months, if it works, is fine by me. Ah. All right, so 26. I missed a putt. Par was probably 27, no hole outs. But I got the hard hole around the edge. I'll probably take in the top 2. I'll probably take second or third on that one, depending on who's in the contest. I still haven't holed out yet tonight, so we need to get to that level. I missed a bright side. And I've been doing just fine. All right, can we bang an A1 and get a chush? Maybe not a chush. This might have too much of a lip, but we could be real close. That kind of hurts. Yeah, there's too much lip in front of me, so this is a normal chip. And I sliced a chip. I never do that. Awesome. Cool. Off her dress now then. Yeah, guys, just after hitting that last shot, I know I'm not going to play a long time tonight, so I do apologize. Hey, Ben. I do apologize. Definitely got a good little twinge there. Okay, we'll play all night now. We're good. Hang on your alibis, but it's just... All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, my God, guys. The extra moisture accumulation once the brace comes off is unbelievable. It's weird to have my thumbs going where I want them again. Okay, so Robert, here's what's going on in North Carolina, and this is those vendors just shitting all over themselves. They've been told for quite some time that Sprint was cutting their 3G network off, right? And they extended it. So I'm guaranteeing you that those bars are not hardwired or not on the Wi-Fi. So what they need to do That's a good one. Danny's a good Danny Beal, you're saying? But they need to go, since the Sprint modems are turned off now, they need to hardwire or run some wiring or run the Wi-Fi on it. Otherwise, they're all going to be offline, and that's going to be what the issue is there. Oh, scared like okay. I forgot Ben. That's a good one, man. I told you. Ask Danny how good he was when he started, when he first came to a tournament, man. Well, I've seen you use a T to medium. That's just a mistake or button pressing. And are you sure I didn't move it just fractions? Because that's honestly off the tee boxes on a lot of these. I'm only moving them enough to play the wind with the stouts. But yeah, that's not intentional, to be honest with you. He wasn't ever terrible, though, but he went from a 23-25 to legitimately, like, qualifying at Worlds, getting in that way was tough, but he had the skills to play. Which I'm actually I think that the system that they did rewarded enough players. We didn't have, I mean, let's be honest. Neil will even say to himself, he is not skilled enough yet to be playing at Worlds. Did he affect the outcome of Worlds? The fact that he got in with a shot from Money Shot? Absolutely not, and it's a great thing that he got to play. So I can't imagine that anybody being mad about how they rewarded passes. That was good too. Oh, anytime, Robert. But if you actually just message Kevin Lindsay through Facebook, or just post in there, and if you have the addresses of where the machines were, I mean, even better if you gave Kevin the CID, he can look it up and get in touch with the vendors and tell them what they need to do. It sucks, I mean, but guys, I am telling you right now, all right, we get to see a lot of the good vendors out there. Guys, vendors in general are an archaic fucking industry, and they want things to happen the way it used to. They just put their Pac-Mans out there, and they go collect the coins once every 2 weeks. That shit does not fly anymore, and you need to have a more hands-on vendor. Yeah, Ben, it was a blast, right? I'm still waiting for a Worlds that they don't screw me and we play on machines that are perfect. I'm still, for this day, I mean, both of those need to happen. Most of the time it's good machines and I get screwed by something, or it's not a good machines. I give a lot of leeway on this year because, I mean, technically they didn't have the machines. They had to rig that up so much in order to have enough equipment for that tournament. So more power to them on that. So kudos to IT for that. But there's negatives in there as well. And they know. They're not dumb. Unless they're just placating me because they don't want to see me get mad and fucking try to blow the whole thing up. Which is a smart play. Love me, don't let go. Hold on to me. Oh, get it, Caesar. I mean, I would have. I got blasted Sunday night, but Jesus, guys, I was in a lot of fucking pain. It's really been bad. Thank you, Sky Monkey. How you doing, bud? Yeah, PGA will be the tournaments going forward, and when I say, I'm gonna say, expect a Worlds tournament like nothing we've ever seen, whether it's prize money or location or this year's going to be awesome. So if you guys think you're on the cusp of being good enough to get there, spend your time because this next world is going to be pretty spectacular. Now, did they tell us which course was released for the? I saw a post up for it's. We knew it was a 2004 course already. Did they tell us which course it is? I thought I saw Eagles Peak was what it looked like. Did anybody see for sure? Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady. I still can't tell you the other one though from the 3D. Even if I did, it wouldn't mean anything to anybody. All right, we're at the back box. That means we can go this way through here. Perfect. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Oh, come on, baby. And I think that for Worlds is when we'll start. I mean, we already started seeing where the synergy between the two can happen. Them getting away tickets to Sawgrass or to that tournament that for the TPC, that's awesome, right? That's a blast. So, and that's nothing yet. So picture that kind of prizes on steroids, dude. Because PGA partnership, as much as we may not like the layout of the machine, and there's some goofy quirks with it right away, in the next couple months, we'll see that machine become pretty much perfect, and everybody's going to fucking regret not jumping in on it right away. And there's going to be a ton of cool stuff with it. No, I see that one. I don't think so. Nick, they won't be able to use those courses until a remake in the putting is done, because right now they have no way to recreate the greens perfectly using the system that we have now. So they had to choose to go to no breaks or very minimal breaks on them. If everything comes to fruition, expect a change about the putting for 2023. Maybe it's something that's definitely a brainchild of Adam, but it's nothing set in stone yet. Brendan, I'd have no idea. Is that the right course though? I didn't see if they released it or not. I swear I saw some button that landed on Eagles, like they did a random, but I stopped watching the video then because I'm an idiot. Feel the drain and the lever and make me a sinner. All right, par 3. We're going to my par 3 bag. And for stuff like this, if you know you're playing a par 3 course, yeah, see, Benjamin, okay, the ball is no different than the ball that you have. The only difference could be, it looks like they're using a different technique of packaging it, so you're probably not getting as much crap in there. One of the biggest issues when you got a new machine was the storage temp of most warehouses, it was a lot colder. They had too much lube on the bearings. So right when you had that change of heat to go from cold to hot, it would burn the lube almost. And that's where you'd get the black scuff marks all over the ball. Plus, I think the balls were tightened too tight in the housing when they put them in at first too. But the balls work fine right out of the box. You're just not as accurate with them. They're just not as, you don't have as much. One is definitely not an eagle hole. Brittany, I can't give an adequate answer on that. By what people are telling me, it's an absolute yes. There are some changes and some things different on that. I think that it does. Some people are saying that some of the clubs are playing differently. That is one of my goals this week is to get out and at bare minimum, I'm going to record some gameplay. and get out there just so I can test to make sure. I brought up to Adam one of the points that was there, and he said nothing is physically changed. Now, they could have easily, for the 9-wood, what people are telling me is that it's performing like the old 9-wood before they fixed it again. So that could easily be a pointing problem in a database, pointing to the wrong table, and it's pointing to an old one on a database, something like that. And then other people are telling me that it seems like there's more degrees of adjustments you can make on the swing on the new one. Now that I said to Adam, look, I know both of us are not the ones to actually define this, but I can get real world data and tell you if that's the case or not. I wouldn't tell you how to fix it, but going for base 64, base 32 on the old machine, going to base 64, there is a reasoning that things could be more accurate without changing it, or more precise, or have more readings on it. I'd have to check on it. I really don't want to give a piece of advice out on it. But those are the only two things I've heard people having problems with with the old one to the new one. And Jeremiah is telling me that he plays the old courses on the PGA machine, and it's just like playing the old courses on there now. When he went to the PGA courses, he says his thumbs were instantly 10 miles per hour hotter. That was a little strange to me. And I trust him because he does the testing a lot like I do. We hit it off pretty quick because he lives right across the street. He's got a home machine. But when I started going into analytics, and mainly it was when the 120 glitch was getting fixed. I get it, Brendan. And that's why you're the favorite. That is why you are the favorite. I'm hot as fuck right now. We are draining shit. It's getting hot in there, dude. Add heat to moisture, and it's just going to get humid in here. You were still getting 245. Okay, so I'm kind of curious. I really just want to hit a 9-wood once and see what the max is. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever done a test. Actually, I did. It's on that video that I have. But if the marker changed, that would make more sense. Yeah, all right, now, do I hit release and give this a chance of going wet? Do I back this up, high tee? That's the shot, actually. It's this. Oh, high tee. Whoops. Wow, close. Okay, good. That was... I don't remember the exact distance, but... Okay, if you're still getting the carry, then I think a lot of people are just in their own heads on that. Paul, we're doing good, man. Feeling pretty well. Little sore tonight. First time hitting a trackball without a brace on. And it's a little different, but I feel a lot stronger without the brace on. I'll say that much. But it's going to take some time. Hitting spinners and banging shots right now, that took a bit out of me. Oh, I thought I hit the fringe and stopped. Yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Now, see, I just wonder if you're not catching 180s then, because that's a pretty dramatic difference. But it's something I'll look at, and I'll get the info on it, and I'll take it straight to IT with data real quick. Now, do I wish I had access to the deck? Yes, I did, but I won't. So I won't be able to get theoretical maxes with the straight shots, but... All right, so this is an interesting look. and I don't know if anybody here develops at all, but if you're looking through code and you see hashtags in front of it, it basically stops it from reading lines of code. But so when we got to see that data on the database, there was a lot of ticks in there saying, I don't understand why this 9-wood is different than the other one. All of the numbers are the same. I can't figure it out. And that was like the tag on it. I know Richard and I laughed our asses off at that. But then they finally got it fixed going into, I think it was this year they got it fixed for this year's courses. Sweet Sky, I got one real close to me here too. So I just have to get out and go. All right, we're pretty level here. This isn't as downhill as you think it might be. Ah. Yeah, absolutely. That's the problem with new balls out of the box. I mean, if we look at it just straight geometrically, when you have a perfect sphere or two perfect spheres and you set another perfect sphere on it, there's only one minimal point of contact. As that groove gets bigger, the ball has a bigger contact point, so you're able to maneuver it better. But you still like a new ball. I don't ever have problems hitting max distances. I have a problem thumbing it one click to the right. It's either dead straight or way right. I don't need to use a T here. Probably should have and thumbed it. God, that was short. And those are the things, guys. I'm telling you, if we notice something like that, let me know. If I can test it and show it to IT, they're right on top of this shit with that stuff. Like, they'll fix that pretty quick. And that was one of the things Steve said was like, no, they have not changed the trackball in years. I called that, and Steve, and I'm telling Steve that Hap lied. They absolutely did. There were actually two major changes since let's say 2012 on the trackball. During that time frame, they went from the copper tape to these copper clips. The problem was the copper clips you needed to level it out because when it closed on the clips, there was a little gap in the trackball on the casing, and I swear the first batch of 6 balls of those, I broke 5 of the casings within the first fucking 2 hours of using them. So luckily we had old balls and we just switched it into the old casings, but that little gap caused such degraded part of the plastic because of the bend then that was in it, it would just snap on me. I don't know why I hit release there, but now, if this is, it says fringe. I'm scared of this. I'm putting it for sure, but even the ones that have the stuff flaking off of it, once it flakes off, it's fine. It's the same rollers as before. But they definitely did change the manufacturing process on those. They absolutely did. Now, Hap might not be making those rods themselves. They're probably getting it fabricated from somewhere else. That's right, TA, you get that. Better things to do. I'm missing you. I believe. Yeah, and MS, one of the things that I always do, I've always done it, but like after maybe 100 or so games on a trackball, I flip the X and the Y rollers, and then maybe I'll do it all the time there, because then I end up having the wear be the same. Yeah, that's exactly it. And we have seen people say, oh, the ball's different on there. And I honestly think that the base of code going from 32 to 64 has changed it to allow for more fractional parts in it. It would make sense to me, even though I'm not a coder, I don't know for sure. Ha! But and I'm not a coder, so I'm not sure where that can happen. I mean, most of the time going from base 32 to 64, it just opens up bigger blocks of memory and areas to use. But we don't know. All right. This, guys, this is not going to look right to everybody, but... I'd lead off it too much. That high tee at 80 would have been perfect. I know you guys are thinking, oh, high tee with a club that's higher in length than the hole is going to go forever. Yep, it does. It does. Now, but see, like, okay, so the last ones that I have, like, I have some that have the flaking on it, but wore down normally without any of the flaking going off. But nonetheless, they still are a quality product. The trackballs are probably the best quality product that we use. Ben, it's just over 128. So I think there's 5 playing games, so it's 133 would be it. I gotta look. I haven't seen finals, and Jill's got to finalize it. We got into a little tiff last night. I ended up blaming her for how bad I was shooting when I know it was my body and my neck hurting. But I blamed her. It's a typical Golden Tee thing to do. Anybody that's married to, or any of us Golden Tee players that's got a significant other, their significant other should know that you will get blamed for something, whether it's your fault at all. Just take it. Just take it. Just help us mentally when we're not playing well. It makes it all better. Did I just get a freeze? No. Hey, Austin, how you doing, bud? But we're definitely over 128. And there might be 1 or 2 more names that are added tonight, but I don't think there will be. I think we're good. Let's do it, guys. We're killing hard courses so far here. Somebody asked about the par on Bear Lodge. Par on Bear Lodge, I don't think, actually that's a lie. I have driven one before. So one could be driven occasionally, not on that setup, and I don't believe it can be with stouts. So, and that's it. Par can only be 26 on that. It could drop down to 25 as well, because 18 cannot be reachable sometimes. I mean, literally, it could be it's not possible to get there. So, yeah, that was a 2-better there. I know, man. I saw your post. Querto, my man. How you doing, sir? Ah, sweet home, I belong with you. But if you guys are playing the new PGA and you find something weird that you think is consistently weird, not just a one-off, but that's it. My wife knows. She knows. Like, I mean, I'll call her and be like, did you see that shit that just happened at the end of my match? And if she says no, I'll be like, yeah, thanks for watching. Totally your fault. Way to support me. And then it'll be another tournament. I was like, did you see what happened at the end of that? She'll be like, yes, I saw it. That was bullshit. Oh, whatever, Jill. It's your fault. Why are you watching? You know, it's that kind of shit. They should know. They know. They just should know better. That we're gonna blame them. I liken it to blaming the controller when we're playing games. But I guarantee you that until you were over fucking up in the tournament, you you realize you blamed her then too, and you had it in your head. No. All right, we're gonna see if we get this over. Let's see if I got the sauce. Woo! I want you. We can put it on. Oh. Really all that long. I gotta look now. Sorry, guys. All right, there we go. All right, 340. High T5, high T10.5 does not hit this. and it will land 355 or so on this hole. So we're going to back it up. We're going to high tee it. We're just hit it. Probably could have gone with a 3 on that, but. And Ben, I guarantee you, if you lost your next match, you probably blamed her for not being there. No, I get what you're saying, Caesar. But this is all my time, dude. You can bring it on the floor. Next thing you're going to tell me to sing on my own time, right? Right? What am I? You're dancing the little... Ah, yeah! Do what Caesar says, everybody! Dan wants you... Good man. Oh, Caesar. Guys, hi. Yeah, Steve. Well, not Steve. To be quite frank, and in case I've hurt more the last 3 days than I had at any point in time from the surgery. But it's pains that you're like not pissed off about. It's just everything's starting to work again. It's a bit off. I'm definitely not gonna do a full banger tonight. Like I'm not gonna keep on here for very long tonight. Oh, come on. Did Lou Bob Jack win 2 again tonight? Oh, he did. The kid's gonna be MVP this year, dude. Luis Robert, MVP. Mark it down. That dude is special. He's so special. I don't know how many baseball guys are out there, but to me, it's him and Acuna are the guys right now. I think Shohei. That's a flash in the pan season. He's great. He's not historically going to be the best. I mean, best player ever. That's silly talk. And the fact that he plays much better defense than Guerrero. Soto's right there too, but Soto I still look at as even though they say he's got a good arm, I still look at him as defensive. I still look at him as a defensive liability. That's the same thing with Guerrero. I don't think they're good defensively. Soto's a little too slow for me in the outfield, but they say his arm makes up for it. And he's a plus defender of WAR rating, so Franco could be the guy too. He's another one that he's there, but it's Robert, guys. Oh, bad. Maybe I'm blind. All of these names are great. Wander's starting off the season ridiculously hot. It's impressive to watch. And he will have a fair share of them to come. But, guys, fucking baseball is in great shape right now. Well, at least we both agree that Trout is, if not the best player, he is the best player right now, if not the best player ever to play the game. I just don't, I don't see Soto. I don't, like I said, the defensive part of it. And then we're going to look at team success. I know it's not supposed to really factor into the MVP calculations, but if two guys are equal and one team is in the postseason, the other isn't, I'm going with the team that went to the postseason. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Put your blame on me. See you right. Mark, I gotta say, I wonder, I can't imagine any coach doing that to any pitcher, Kershaw especially. And I bet Kershaw said he was done. I bet Kershaw was hurting. I gotta think that. Some people gotta knock it over. I just can't imagine that. Like, everybody's like, fire Dave Roberts. He had to have asked him. I mean, that's just like historical baseball. Like, you don't. I mean, and managers are typically pretty old school with their theories. You don't do that unless the player says, "Yeah, I'm done, dude. I am done." I don't know if they did any after interviews with it or anything. It's hard to stay up watching them. Oh my God, pay attention. That's terrible. All right, we're probably not going to get a win on this one. Let's try to ace 18. We could hit this with nothing, with no high T. I'm going to hit it with high T bite and try to hit it. I'm trying to make this. Oh, I thought it stopped because it went in. Hey, we gave it a run. All right, so now we don't have a T. We're just going to murder this with bite. Definitely felt a nice little pop there that kind of hurt, but also feels pretty damn good now that it's gone. I honestly thought I aced 18 on that first shot. All right, what do we got? What other invites we got here? Got the stars, see how they shine for you. All right, 2 days left. So we can do, wow, we got a WOM. It says WOM there, so we're going to play this. And there was all right, hole out one. That's how we start rounds now. Oh! Just something beautiful. You know I love you so. Low T backspin. How much is it going to take off the break of this? Let's play each one of these as a break, 1 degree break. So we moved it 3 clicks, and then I pushed it back. I pushed it back the other way. And good thing I did. Moisture. I swing the cross for you. No thoughts on that, Mark? Do you think that Kershaw probably wanted to come out too? I mean, I know most people wouldn't say it, but my guess is he told the manager that he's got nothing left. I can't picture it happening any other way. For you, I bleed myself dry. All right, there's another way to play this too, and I never do it. You can knock this out here as far as you can, and then you have a pretty short shot coming in. And we'll try it, and I want to show you what the pitfalls of this are. One, I could get stuck behind a bush. I used the 10.5, so that didn't happen. But now I got to get it over dirt. And if I leave this a little short, it stops dead. It's just not as much control, even though it's 117 yards compared to 270 from the other spot. I get it. I just don't see that as being a good of a play most of the time. It just brings too much risk that you don't need. All right, we got it, though. We're dialed in. Oof. Grave band is nasty. Push it down. I've been getting a lot more of those stutters in there. And I've heard a lot of other people saying that, too, that they've been getting some more stutters on it as well. Rebooting helps a bit. I just wonder if we're taxing their systems. Like, they just don't have the resources anymore. 1, 2, 3, drink. Yeah, I think we'll make it till 10 and then be done tonight. Or doesn't exist like it doesn't exist. Like a burning night. I hate this shot when it's this far back. I hate high teeing like your woods, your 10.5s, or your drivers when you're got such elevation changes, because it just changes that club so dramatically. It's hard to control sometimes. And most of the time it's because I leave it short because I think I need to hit it softer. Okay. Yeah, bad shot, bad idea. Just a bad idea in general. Ugh. All right, so I'm one off now. I was one better. We got to make up some work here now. 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. I'm gonna sing. So when I don't have a way to get it out to the fairway easily, I go over here on this shot, I low tee it, and just smooth the driver. Well, not that fucking soft. When I smooth it, I want 120s. It skips the water and you land perfectly. And now I get the shit drop. Awesome. Now I blew this whole fucking invite. All right, let's try to get this thing to come back down the hill. And it's wet. Yeah. We will gracefully bow out after that. Motherfuck, what did I do there? Ugh. All right, we're going back to events. We're going to play these until my heart gives out. Fill my glass from home on and I. It's a really good set of holes, though, I gotta say. I'm actually enjoying this event. On for the night. All right, points. Got the lead. I didn't see, actually. Probably lying to myself about having the lead. All right, I want to do a flyby. I don't think I can run it. I think I have to go deep and bring it back. Oh, shit. Well, my par 3 bag's in play now because, you know, the thing that you lock in with a fingerprint or a pin number can be overridden just by switching clubs during the game. I still really wish he'd finally do that fix that we talked about for it. Well, par 3 bag on this. This could be interesting. 7 wood. Only a 9.5. I've only got this is nice. Good. No dead in this twilight. Oh, we got Gino above me. That's nice, Gino. I like that. Let's see if he can come in and ruin some dreams tonight. Make us kill somebody we really like. All right, 357. We're clean. Everybody's clean. No choices here. We're thumbing the 3. Oh. I gotta say though, my thumb game feels it's a lot easier to thumb without the brace on. I'll say that. I was all over the place before. And let's all be honest right here. It was stupid of me to keep playing with the fucking neck brace on. I'm an idiot. Let's just be honest. I don't think it did any damage, but it was probably pretty stupid. The moon. Look at this. Everybody's clean. That's wow. It's going to be a tough event. Only in this twilight. Okay, so now I got to be careful because I normally hit the 9 and the 8.5 here. The 9.5 might come in a little high. So I'm going to low tee the 9.5. Now that should be a putt. I think it is. Wow. Okay, see, that's bad. That was a break of a good foot. That's not cool. That's kind of shit. Wow, bad luck here too, but that's good. It gives me a chance to get back into this. So pretty. Wow, I missed that putt. Wow, they all got that, huh? I'm impressed. We're getting there, Brad. Hi, buddy. First time playing without the neck brace on, so this is... It's interesting, dude. I'm getting some twinges when I'm hitting sometimes, but not like I'm worried twinges, just twinges like, wow, this is not going to feel good tomorrow. Tonight will be fine because I'm going to smoke myself to sleep. But I got a feeling sleep once I wake up, not going to feel too hot. That's going to be my bet. I mean, having to carry around this big old noodle, fucking... Too much club, but I can't be short here. Oh God, Brad, you're absolutely right. Just things that I'm scared of doing. It's really kind of cool if you think about it. I mean, like, I was worried. I drove for the first time just a little bit ago, and I was kind of worried, like, with every time I moved my head at all. Like, I was like, oh shit. I take it. No. You did not just fucking. Ah, God damn it. I didn't realize fuck. I didn't realize I high-teed that. That's a killer. Make it back right here. We need an ace. Nope. At least I've got a built-in excuse for this one, playing my par 3 bag on this, which... It sucks that you're able to get that excuse. All right, this should be money. No, that's not good. I'm not hitting the ball. Fuck. And this is why I'm not going to feel bad about having a 28.5 handicap right now, because it's fucking all over the place for me. All right, so now we don't have the 10.5. So I'm going to play this the way that it used to be played. Too hot. I don't need all that. I don't need to breathe. It's a much easier shot with cutting the 10.5 around the outside. You got a lot more freedom with it. Whew. I've lost the ability to concentrate, though. That's really it. Come on. Might be time to switch my card out of this machine. All right, let's play one more of these, and then we'll give an invite or two for you guys to pick. We got a bunch. We'll let you guys see what you want to play. Now say smart, Crocker, you're awesome. That would have been that was really bad too. Way to go, mouth. Yeah, I did not switch again. That's my fault now. I know. The first time I can blame them, but the second time is all me. We're gonna have problems now too, because I'm gonna need something else in here. So we learned earlier, remember, a thumb shot with the sandwich at 82, it's going that distance. It's carrying to 61 on a fly. So I definitely need to pull this back. Yeah, there's a 20-second delay, Crocker, so it is absolutely more of a distraction. I 100% agree with you on that. It shouldn't be there. There's no need for it. The one thing that it helps out with, Brad, is if I'm using a tee and I want to move it to the back but keep it straight lined up where it was at, I can follow that line back now. That is the best thing. Bryce Lepic nailed it. Other than that, it's not really that valuable. And I hope, it's what I said from the beginning, it's not a big deal. And I really, if you really notice, it died out very quickly about how people whining about it. Because it's really nothing. It's a nothing ad. It's a no gain. Now, if I knew that the grids were always the same size, that would definitely change it. That would definitely change the usability of it. If they also gave us height, like elevation change thing, the grid would be very, very useful then, because I would know at what heights and what winds and be able to make calculations to get my guess my guess on where to hit it straight to go in would become a much fine-tuned guess. But other than that, okay, guys, it was me. I've been working with them. I've been coming up with these ideas. This is what I did. I did this all year. You can all right, back spinning it. Reason to stay. Whew. I gotta say, I feel like I've been playing better, but I still got some lackluster stuff. Bryce, I don't believe they do. I really don't, because it really only matters when, I mean, it only changes on holes where you have smaller tee boxes. But even this one, right? This is not a smaller tee box. They could have easily made the grid as big as this whole thing. But now this is absolutely useless. The other thing that makes this useless, too, is that if you look, a lot of the tee boxes are on angles. So now I'd have to be able to change the elevation too, and also, so guys, it's not, there's nothing getting reversed. There's nothing anybody's doing to cheat you more now because of that. I mean, really, the only thing that this is going to be a major deduction on is stuff like Money Shot or the Daily. And to be quite frank, I don't give a fuck. It's not real Golden Tee. Those aren't, they don't matter. They're not important. Yeah, I'm in trouble here. I'm going to fuck this up, I think. Woo. And then half the time you guys realize that the line that we're going to aim on is not even in line with the grid. Like you're not, it's not focused. It's not square to the hole. There's a lot of things about it that would have been bad if they did it that way. This is not, this is a nothing thing. Wait a minute though. I'm going to move this 3 squares to the left. Boom. It's going in now. I'm actually playing pretty damn well with not having, I'm hitting clubs that I did not want to hit here. I don't want to hit this. This is not the club I'd want. I want the 8.5 right now. This might not even skip. I mean, with the 8.5, I would have been way farther up. Mommy, I already the voice inside your head. Whatever station I got on tonight, it's just giving me a variety of hits. Oh, come on. No. Whew. Your time on me, I'm already the voice. Okay, how are we going to hit this? I would love to hit a 4-wood here. Already the voice inside my head. All right, let's water this again. This is gonna be a gem. I'm gonna water this again. Well, yeah, watering this would be hard. I meant to lava. What is it? What do you call when you hit into the lava? Hitting into the lava. A lava ball? A water ball? Who knows? Who knows? All right, we're going my old school way. We're going around the outside. Reverse. Oh, nice. I mean, could we have, I mean, could it have been sous vide? It might have been. I could lift you up. I could show you what you want to see and take you where you want to be. All right, we're going to get it this time. Gino has machines, so I'm sure he's converted one to an HE. Okay, sorry, Caesar. My bad, Caesar. I will refund you that 30 seconds. You have $2.37. Sorry to come. Wow! He aced 18. I'm glad I didn't fuck this up. Let's play an invite or two. I feel like I want to play. I just know it's not good. Like, I know that it's not going to feel good later. All right, let's go. You guys, 2 choices. We're going to play 2 more games. Maybe a third if we're lucky. So whatever we see on here, not named Cash Out. Hawthorne, Pine, we just played Safari, that's out. Maybe Dusty Ben, Cat, Kate. Wow, we got it. You guys got choices. You got choices tonight. We're going through slow. None of these 4. Everything else is in play. All right, Cape for one of them. 31 Romeo, sir. Well, multi-channel transmission systems operator. Fuck yeah. All right, we got Royal and Cape. Did I have Royal on there? I see Cape. Oh, Royal Dubai. Perfect. We got no more neck brace, though, so I can't be calling it that. And take you away. All right, we're breaking a record here. We're taking the worldwide record down. $509, not drivable. I mean, does anybody doubt that this ball's going in? I do. We'll take the points. Fuck. I still keep going over. I mean, like, last night was bad. My ASVAB score was maxed in every category. They were trying to get me to go into nuclear medicine, I believe it was, or some sort of nuclear field, but it had an 8-year enlistment to start, and I was like, fuck that, I'm done. Yeah, I killed the ASVAB. Ever bring me down. And I forget, it was the scale out of 120 and there were 6 parts or something, Caesar. I mean, mind you, it was 20 years ago. Actually, 25 years ago. Shit, dude. It's so funny when I do the math out like that, right? And then I'm thinking to myself, guys, we're fucking old men playing a video game and watching us streaming a video game. And we're old men. You gotta love it. You gotta love that we're keeping up with technology this way, right? And now we got the youngins, like you got your Bryces coming in here, and they're gonna end up destroying us. Because they're gonna figure the game out in ways that we haven't even thought of yet. And the other thing they kept trying to get me into, Caesar, it might have been 99. I just remember in the MEP station, they were like, yeah, he maxed it out. And I was like, what? Marc maxed that out. Yeah, I was like, that was kind of a basic-ass test. And they're like, well, you can have whatever MOS you want. And I picked Camo because I figured I'd be able to go anywhere with Camo. I mean, I signed up for Airborne, and you know that was part of my like agreement because I wanted to go Airborne. And of course, they ended up cutting out my MOS from Airborne altogether once I joined, and there was no recourse. There was a lot of shit that in the business world or in the real world I never would have let fly, but they owned you. They owned you, right? No, I had the option to do the green to gold program, but I didn't want. Caesar, my whole reason for going to the Army was to get out of the fucking privileged white lifestyle that I grew up being accustomed to. I wanted to be shit for a while and see what the other half of the world was like. I'm a weird person, man. Like I just recognized it growing up, like seeing people who were moderately intelligent, and when I say moderately, they were dumb as fuck. Just having basically everything handed to them for their futures, and I just didn't want to be in that position. You know, I just wanted to be a fuck up for a while. Or be treated like a fuck up for a while. It's hard to do though, man. When you recognize that 90% of the shit they're out of. Yeah, you're lucky, man. I even tried to get to air assault instead and didn't get into that either. I was not born with a silver spoon. I didn't want for anything growing up, but it wasn't like we were fucking multiple houses, 15 cars kind of shit. But definitely where I grew up, it is not the real world. And the people that I grew up with do not know their heads from a hole in the ground when it comes to what everything out there is actually like. There's nothing like seeing the people around you think they're very successful when they think they hit home runs when they started on third base already. That was the real home run, where you were born and who your family was. Yeah, those are going to take a bit getting used to, hitting the ball. And then you also see, I mean, whether it was veiled or not, I mean, where I grew up, it was 100%. I mean, race was a huge, important part of it. There was a kid from my high school, and I want to say we had maybe 6 African Americans in my graduating class, maybe 8. With a couple other minorities as well. So, but out of 1,500 people in my graduating class, you had maybe 1% minorities, something like that at best, 1%. So it's not the real world. And just seeing through some of the stuff. Well, on Home Edition on these, it doesn't matter. It doesn't use a T. But I don't remember. I might have just been button tapping too. But if I just moved it directionally on the T box a little bit, that's worth it. Like here, I'm not going high T, but I wanted to move it directionally. And honestly, would I have been able to hit the shot without using a T there? Yeah. But it's stuff we've grown accustomed to and lost skill for the sense of ease. But what you will notice too is a lot of the times people think you're using a T to make it more of a straight line shot. And you'll see me use T's to offset it more because you know that getting you get it just to curve a little bit is harder than to get it to curve more. So when I line it up and use a T to offset it more, it's because then I can cut it in easier. Someone else. It just takes some time, a little bit of in the middle, I provide everything will be just fine. All right. For once, not using the bridge. I mean, not using the pad. Well, hey, Dutch, how you doing, bud? Again, when I'm looking at myself in the camera, it definitely feels like my head's pushed way out farther. It's like changed my posture a bit. White Sox 4-1, baby. Get ready. Oh! Oh, I didn't realize I'd throw gang signs, dude. It's the shirt. Absolutely the shirt. It's gotta be. I mean, maybe we just figured something out. I mean, all these ladies that complain about the turkey neck, hey, go get back surgery. Get neck surgery done, put a brace on for a month. You then get some defined features. All right, we went clean there. That was pretty easy. That course isn't bad. We went clean, though. That's good. Oh, well, it matches up with the body. That's awesome. You're right. The shirt does do it. All right, the last one we're going to play was Royal Dubai, and then we're going to call it a night. Where was Royal Dubai? Dubai. Royal. And there it is. Let's get this $30. Call it a night. All right, $439. Frank, okay, so the way I get my pullbacks right is I find the spot on my hand that I can put on the ball that where my hand rolling back one time, that's the full swing. So now I can trust that if this point on my hand hits here, that I'm going to get really close to that line. I've seen a lot of people use this kind of technique. I think that's personally stupid, right? Because the swing is measured, I believe it's 5 different readings during the backswing. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, oh, Caesar, you're killing me. Now, okay, so this isn't drivable, but can I put this up where I got to chush in? The answer is yes. I'm going to try to get this all the way up to the rough in front of the water. I just hope I don't go too far. I think that's pretty good. I like this line. I'd rather have been in the rough, but this is okay. The problem with this is I need this to be a little hotter. So I can't... I'm going to be short with this no matter what. Oh, yeah! I picked up the speed on that. I hit it a little harder than normal. Woo! There we go. We got one. Just get a little bit more green, a little bit more to play with from going over here. Yeah, Caesar, I'm going till 10. I don't want you to die, sir, but... Okay, this is not a fun look. I'll take it. We're going to hit this naked with thumbs. It's not going to go wet. It shouldn't be long enough. Thank you, sir. All right, there we go. We got a new guy in here. Who is that? A smoke it trick. ASM was all I'd be able to say. I don't know what the rest of that means, but I love it. Okay, so the chush is there's really no ideal distance. I really want between 20 yards and 60. I'll have a club that can do any one of those. So really what you could do is take 20% of the distance of the club, and that's about the distance that you can get if you hit it 38 miles per hour. So when I'm doing it, I'm taking about 18%, and just because I'm hitting mine all at 35, which is the minimum. If I have to, I know what my limitations are. Like it literally at 35, I'm stuck. That shot on one wouldn't have gotten to the hole with a 35 mile per hour, 8.5 chush, because it's so much lower that the friction that you hit when you hit the green kills it a lot faster than you think it's gonna. Ugh. So that's good. So, and really, it's anytime. The distance is never going to be the distance is never going to be your real problem. The problem is going to be is the break on the green, and if you have too much wind, or if you have an obstacle in front of you. Because remember, you're hitting these so soft, it's not getting much height at all. So that's going to be the thing you play with the most. Okay, so like a right two, I can't shush this. Now, this is going to be the first time I ever use the bird's eye view, but that doesn't tell me. I'm pretty sure I can miss this and it won't go wet, so I'm going to get aggressive. And just hit it instead. That's fine. Ooh. Absolutely. So a pullback. Okay, so I take it you're a righty, Frank, but there's another part of this that we're missing, and let me see if I can find the image so you guys can look at this. I don't know if I have it up at all. No, those are clubs. Ah, here we go. All right. So when we're looking at this, that's the trackball opened up, laid out with how it fits on your machine. That's it right there. If you notice this, you don't have as much resistance pulling back this way. So you're not pulling it. Oh, is that going to always time off? Oh, well, we'll get it. There we go. We're back on. So you don't have as much resistance pulling back to the left because you're riding with the guide roller. When you pull back to the right, you're onto something solid. It's not moving. You can't miss. So yeah, it takes a much more precise pullback. In a perfect world, we would have this turned either, I mean, just a quarter turn to where you'd have it like this and one flat, but that would just be a whole remake of code and of, I mean, if you look at the inside, this is a full metal plate with a piece of particle board stuck to it, and that plate has the holes set up for the trackball in it already. So it's like almost, it's an impossible dream. How do we play this? I'm happy with it. And happier now. Josh, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully that image kind of shows you a little bit. And that whole not being totally symmetrical, it does make sure it's a different shot pulling back to the right or hitting to the right than it is to the left. You'll hear people talk about when they putt, on left putts they thumb, and on right putts they use their palm. Well, And if you think about how the trackball works, I palm put everything because I'm keeping enough pressure on it that the ball's never popping up when I'm putting, and it's always keeping it on the roller, so I can be sure that I'm going to hit it the same way. But you're definitely going to get aiming to the left. It's going to read quicker because you're going into that roller, and even though it's fractions of us, it's just for minimal differences. Those little differences when it comes to putting, huge. Oh, no problem. Keep it going, guys. These questions are great, man. I don't care if you think a question's way too basic, guys. Look, getting me starting on a topic here might lead us into being here all night. Well, so it's right now. GVK is playing Ken Callis in the third place match. Is playing the third place match, and the winner of that will have to beat Andy Haas twice. So I'm pretty much banking it for Haas. I'm pretty much already giving him the win. All right, this is okay though. Okay, Traeger's ready. Hopefully Jill's awake. Now, see, I was not making those. I'm having a fucking this is going to turn into a pretty good round. Oh, let's make this. Yeah, see, like, I'm trying to follow the grids, but my eyes don't look down when I'm looking at it. My eyes are looking up at where I'm aiming at the obstacle. That grid does not help me at all. Okay, so now Sky, that also is, you're playing on a pretty brand new ball. I wonder if you put a brand new ball in on an older machine, if you would feel the same way. And that goes back to a spherical object sitting on a line. It's 1 point of contact. As those rollers break in, you're getting more points of contact, or the point is bigger. So it's a more refined approach to it. I don't think in the long run it's really any different. You see it too. Now, see, I was right with my first spot, and then I adjusted back after talking stupid. I love you too, Josh. Dick. So now we want to look through these trees and find where the pin is, right? All right, so I see the pin. It's offset left to the... Okay, yeah, I think that's too, and I think a lot of people are... And this is also going to explain a problem that people are having. Their vendors were never putting good shit in. Most people's vendors were. That's part of the reason why I flat out told my vendor, if somebody calls you to replace the trackball, just tell me and I'll fucking rebuild one and put it in, because I know what I'm putting in there then. I mean, Jeremiah and I haven't gotten to our bar much at all, but when we went back where he was qualifying for Worlds, like, we hadn't played there in a month, and the trackballs were still deliciously perfect. All right, we just got to knock it up here. If we're talking about in a live game, look, the only hole I haven't aced that somebody else has is the drivable par 5 on the back 9 of Teal, and the only person ever to ace that was Eddie Godfrey. There's not another hole. Oh, and I'm sorry, the one other hole that's been aced that I haven't was the par 5 on Juniper. It's like Juniper 16, the uphill ramp shot. Otherwise, I've gotten every hole that everyone else has. And I have a couple. I think I have 2 holes where I'm the only ace on. One of them for sure is it's on Great Wall. It's 440, I think I got it from, but that will never happen again because you won't. I caught a turbo before I knew what the turbo was, so that can't change. Yeah, but you see, that's the thing though. You're playing the Caesar. This is where everybody's having this error, and it's not any different. You can play the same game, and you're gonna have, if you're gonna you're going to have a good vendor down there that's going to have a good kickback program for you. So you won't notice a difference in cost for it. But a lot of us who don't have, it is the same game. That's the thing. But like for me, I don't want to go play PGA because the machines that I've got out here are, I don't know the vendor, and there's no kickback. So why would I want to go play on $5? Josh, you mean like one of these? Oh, this is more. You mean like one of these, Josh? Is this what you need? Do you need one of these? It's a full box of them, dude. I mean, those are about to go in the garbage. I don't like the buttons. I like the deck, though. I like the feel of the deck. I don't think we're going to have a sticky deck hardly ever. That sounded terrible. But I don't think we will. I think that new material on the deck makes it slick all the time. It might be too slick, but no, they don't break, dude. And if I broke those just then from dropping it, I've got a whole nother box. No, the buttons are terrible. I'm sorry. There's no way Adam's ever going to convince me that that was the right decision. But he said in the long haul, people will like it better. That one's a no-brainer to me, though. I laugh at him for it. I'm like, it doesn't make sense, dude. It just didn't. It doesn't really make sense, to be honest with you. Would you lie with me? But Josh, I don't think anyone ever did ace it. I don't think anyone aced it. No, those were all, well, my old vendor, well, my vendor still, but when I went into the warehouse with him a couple times, and he had balls that were all old that I would take, like ones that they were ready to scrap. So I just take them all, and it would literally be like 5 of those balls. Yeah, that's the point. I don't think that. I don't think anybody has, Josh. Or not enough. You guys, I can't quit on a 31 on that. Oh, shit. I see what you're doing. No, and go figure, the Juniper ramp has been aced 3 times. And then I thought, for a long time, I was the only one that had aced the hole on Royal Cove where you bank it up and it bounces down the hill. And I had it twice. I've gotten it twice. And then somebody caught it more recently with that shot. But the teal par 5, I believe, that one, and then the Juniper par 5 are probably the only ones that I have not aced that someone else has. Godfrey is the only one to get the teal one. What was I had one from that year too that I was the only Cape Haven, or I'm sorry, Sandy Reef. I aced that whole 14, and I got it twice on that one too. But somebody had aced it more recently on it. All right, we got one more in me. Royal Cove is by far the hardest course they've ever made. Put it this way, I could shoot a 31 one game and a 16 the next and not feel bad about it. Which one of these are we playing? Which one? Not Safari, not Dusty. We got Cat, we got Alpine. Yeah, and I got it twice, too, because I got it once with a high tee and once with a medium tee. I'm thinking Alpine is the way to go here, guys. Cat? Yeah, we can do Cat. Yeah, we'll do Cat. That's fine. Well, I can't play the cash-out games, Ben. I play those live with somebody, so. We already got it. Josh called Cat. This course makes me mad. I don't like playing courses that have variable pars, and then, like, when like, this one and 2 can be drivable, and now 1 isn't there. So I feel like I'm off par already. And even if I hole out 1, I'm like, well, I could have holed it out for 1 and gotten a -3 on it. Or if 2's not drivable, that'll get me. So now I'm 2 off of max par. I feel like if I shoot a 5-hole out game, I feel like, well, I fucking just wasted this, right? It's only 17 if I remember right. It's only 17, and that actually pisses me off too. That they change it after the fact. There's just no reason. Now you don't look back at history on this course, and you have to play it differently. And I guess the history part of it makes me think like, wow, that sucks that this isn't there. I mean, I saw one of the greatest matches. Yep. Well, and it's now rock up top there. This one, you're still fine. This one, and then the hole 10, the par 5, that can be drivable sometimes. No, yeah, it's 17, I think. My God, I thought that would go farther. Yep, and it's a rock up there now too, rather than sand. But I'll show you which one. Well, bad decisions is what I'm going to say. They come again to check my style, and that's all right. Found a martyr in my bed tonight. All right, we're going to play it like Daly played it. We're going to do it the way John Daly does it. Why did that... Maybe I was supposed to bite it or roll it. I think I needed to roll it. Some nights we always win, I always win. I think I need to hit it with nothing or roll. Backspin makes it stick to that wall. Now, let's be honest. Those funny little machines they were right on top of it, and IT should have used a lot of what they saw from there. People like those. They like the look of it. It drew your attention. And that's what they were going for with the new one. I think they went over the top, a little overboard on it, and that can get adjusted. I hear a lot of people turning off the blue neon light. It didn't bother me when I played on it, but I was playing on it in a well-lit room. I bet if it was a dark room, that would annoy the shit out of me. Yeah, see, now we don't have this one drivable either. This sucks. See, like, now I'm bored on this course. Like, even if I hole out 3 times, like, somebody else could tell, oh, I shot a better game than that by just playing clean. That makes me mad. Called love to my nephew's eyes and couldn't believe the most amazing things that could come from a terrible lie. Hey, that's not. I saw somebody with a sweet like 101 machine, like they had 100 different games in it, but it had a trackball and sticks on it, like control stick. Dude, I would fucking destroy myself on those. Okay, I can't get this to the green. The up top on these is still fine, but I'm gonna try to go this way because this will give me a shush a lot of the time. Oh, that didn't. I wouldn't have had a chance on a shush, but. Hi, Justin. How you doing, buddy? Congratulations on your 4th place finish in Wisconsin. I'm really stoked for you, man. Gosh, I'm now kind of like, I'm really contemplating on just saying, fuck it, and going to Florida, dude. I mean, I got a whole bunch of extra money in my PayPal and Venmo right now. It'll be great. It's been one of the ones they've been waiting for a while. I'll let you know here shortly. No, you dummy. I tried to make that like an asshole. Fuck. Yeah, no, I'm going to say that. It's crazy. See, this is the shit that I never did before, the neck thing. And that kind of feel like I never would have had a double bogey or fucking score on a par 3. And I'm doing it a lot lately. Yeah, it should be good for course par-wise. I don't remember playing I know I have played the course. I don't remember it a ton. But yeah, it should be a scoring course, which is great because, I mean, I think the 2022 courses are all going to have a par of 28 or better. Once again, hopefully I'll get to know that live and in person soon. All right, so guys, I also have something here, right? If I do this, and I turned off all these lights and had a guest come in and play, you can't tell who it is right now, who's playing even, besides you're seeing the name, but we had obviously changed that. I think I need to do these blacked out guests until somebody gets it right. I don't know. For me, that's it. Is that on this? My God, this sucks. You want to get right, I need a conversation that I can have tonight. No, they just won't be able, they're not going to be able to talk until somebody guesses it. I think that would be fun, though. So this is the only one that changed. It's just the top of this one. And it's not a big deal because it's not that bad of a shot from right here. And in fact, it's probably a better shot in a lot of circumstances like this one. Because now I have a chance to backspin it and bring it down. Otherwise, from up top, I would have had not much spin. Well, to my knowledge, it was told to get changed by Jim Z because he did not like that it was designed like, he didn't design the course like that. That's what I was told. Do I necessarily believe it? Yeah, I believe it. Oh. No lie, no lie. I no lie. Fuck it. I'll give you guys one more. I'm done. This is it. We're picking one more. Well, who said the next one after that? We had... Somebody said teal, but I don't have a teal I can play, so we're not going to play teal. All right. I think it's Alpine. I think we should play Alpine. It's Alpine. Alpine it is. You want to get right? That's a conversation that I can't have tonight. Yeah, it's got to be Alpine. I mean, we have had a lot of Alpine in some of the events modes lately. Some kind of revolution you get. Guys, tiered greens is one of the biggest issues in Golden Tee to me. There's a lot of little shit that is fine. It's not a big deal. That one, I really wish that somebody like Haas, when he lost a match because of that stupid bullshit where he couldn't get it up the hill from 15 feet from the cup, I was hoping somebody like him would bitch. Because to my knowledge, I've been told that Jim Z does not like me one bit. Okay, cool. I get it. I don't like me. I don't like me one bit half the time. So, omit the sound. But like, I mean, Haas and Kins have their cock sucked by them all the time, so I think that they could get it to work. And like Haas and Kins would never tune into word of mouth, so I can say whatever I want about them. I will say this too. I really wish we got more. I wish that more bangers would jump in here every now and then. I'd just give some viewpoints on things. I mean, because as much as I think I'm right, or I know I'm right all the time, it is really nice to have a counterpoint from someone. It really is, because I don't want you guys thinking that what I do is the end-all, be-all, because I play a different game than a lot of people do. Now, I think the game that they play is wrong, to be honest with you, but it's successful for them. To teach people a way that's wrong, I don't like, but if you can... I use the analogy of the Jim Furyk swing, right? And you indie guys remember playing with Russ Green, how he hits the trackball. No human being should ever learn to play Golden Tee the way he does. But I'm not going to try to change him. I just laugh when I see him play. Hey, you're wrong, Al, but that's too easy. We're past that. I see fucking Drew Brees touting fucking points bet all the time. Why don't he just go full out and tout like crack? Let's just do it. Tout crack. Oh, it's terrible, Bryce, right? Gotcha. Oh, I can't even do it justice. I honestly have to turn. Now, the side slap is... Now, the way he spins the ball real funny... It is so fucking terrible. It is horrendously bad. But guys, I'm never gonna. If you're able to do something consistently, repeatedly retarded, and I shouldn't use that word. I apologize. That's not in good form. I'd like to think I'm better than that, but I mean, we still say some of the words that we grew up saying, like. I'll still use the word fag sometimes. I don't mean anything by it. Yeah, it is so weird. Right? It is. And actually, in the Florida tournament when Brewer and Adam Harris really got the world doing stouts, I qualified with him and Josh McDaniel. They were both already playing stouts. And I couldn't give stouts any credit because I couldn't understand how Russ was hitting the ball. I was like, no, dude, this is just somebody hitting it like an idiot. That's it. I can't judge. But then we did have reboots, and I had to play all three of us out to hole 12 because we rebooted on 12. And I started seeing a little bit about the stouts then. That was my first introduction to them. I mean, I knew what they did before, but I didn't think that the distance was there with them. Turns out we were all wrong. There is plenty of distance with these fucking things. Roll the die. Yeah, it kind of been. No, it's pretty stupid, dude. Well, on pillars of sound. Yeah, there is no reason for it. A missionary in a foreign field for some reason. I am honestly getting to the point where I might try a glove soon. Not for any padding, it's just I want to have a consistent feel on the ball. I just think it would take way too long to get used to it. And why? Yes, I will. And it might even change still, though, too. One of us might get a play-in and have to play in the play-in if there's other people to add. Reset on a hand on a silver tray. And oh, who would ever want to be king? That was not my best effort. That's horrible, bad. I felt like I was getting confidence. Dude, I have to see Shrump again. I miss his ass. He's a blast, dude. And then also, dude, you guys don't get much Rodney these days. But Rodney's awesome too. Yeah, there's one that I started now. It's already started, Cuerto. We're full, and I closed it, but I can happily add. If you want to get in, I'd be happy to add another one. All right. Well, and I saw you putting up scores. Yeah. See, those are the guys I grew up playing with. That's one of the things why I would have thought to use it. My shield, a mission. All right, so pins in the back right. I got it up on the path. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to hit this with roll because the pin's in the back. And if we look at this bunker, to the left of the bunker in the middle, it's a flat wall, but to the right, it will bounce up over. So now if I go here, I can see it. Throw it out. And now we're putting. I like when things work. I gotta say, it's that hole it did me very well on the events. All right, we finished that off okay. Even though I fucked up, what did I do? I parred one in there, didn't I? I parred a par 3. Yeah. Par was just 27 most of the time on that. All right. Well, guys, I put together a full show for the first time in a while, so I appreciate you guys hanging out. Questions were awesome. Guys, new guys that don't chime in a lot, please chime in if you ever have anything, man. If you want to see a certain course, send a Glory invite if you need to. Make sure we're friends on the app, and I'll play it on the line. I'll play it live on the stream, and we can go through each one. I'll get the Telestrator hooked back up here soon, too. I mean, we wasted $500 on the software. I might as well use it sometimes, right? But with that, we will bid you all a very good evening, and we will see you guys on Friday at 8 p.m. Okay, okay. ASMC. It's a little thing. This blew my mind, and I learned this well, not recently, maybe about a year ago. The maximum pullback. Okay, Justin. But if you pull it back, the max that it even reads is to the tip of the A and the tip of the C where my fingers are right now. Anything outside of that is nothing. No, Ace, I haven't sent any but the play-ins, dude. You're fine. I haven't sent anything but the play-ins. Just in case there was something that we missed, I could easily change it right now without having to affect matches that were already started or sent. So I'm just going to go through with Jill tonight. I'm gonna probably look at it with Jill tonight. It's actually kind of late, so we'll probably get to it tomorrow. But maybe I'll do it tonight. But there was some stuff I wanted to check. She did some recording and accounting stuff with it, and I don't want to mess it up. And I really want her to be a part of it because then it makes it go smoother. And she's got a phone that doesn't have a GT account on it, so having her phone with the tournament director account on it really works out. So I will let you guys go, and we'll see you guys Friday. Keep an eye out. You'll have invites coming for the tournament. Other than that, have a good one.